So I'm going to cut a garrara, and I've got some measurements of hers. Now the measurements indicate that the bottom portion we wanted 18 inches. So I'm just going to trim away this. I think this is going to be sort of like enough material. I'm not going to make it overly wide. So 18 inches, I folded this into doubles, and so I'm just going to mark it off 18 inches. I'm going to use a silk trim to go underneath it. So what's that going to do is, I'm not going to, because I'm limited on fabric, I'm not going to go overboard, and I'm not going to do it too big. So 18 inches, just going to mark that off 18 inches, mark it across. And cut that away. Okay, that's my two legs, and then I'm going to open this up. I'm going to cut the top portion. On the top portion of the garrara I want 16 inches. So I'm going to measure that 16 inches. I'm just going to do it slightly over because I want to make sure that I get, now I'm going to do this at an angle, and I'll tell you the reason. 18 inches, that's going to be the crutch, that's going to be the front crutch, then that's going to be the back crutch. And this is one leg, that's the front. And turn this around, face it the right way, facing each other. I'm going to cut the second part off. And this way, by messing around with the fabric, what I can do is get the exact same, you know, just by saving on, I know it's a little bit difficult to tell on the photo because so what we're doing is just replicating this. I'm going to do is just with the back piece, I'm just going to cut 2 extra pieces out of this, and I'm just going to add just where the crutch cutting is, just to give a little bit extension to the crutch. So basically what I'm going to do is just add that, and so when I seam that up, I'm going to add that to this, and so when I seam that up, it's going to have a little bit of added extension to the back crutch. That's the front. Okay, so these are the 2 top and these are the bottom ones. Now, and that I've managed to get out from this almost like 1.5 yards of fabric. So I'm going to put some lining with this now. yesterday I met a very old friend of mine. She's also a machinist, a sewer, and she was making a remark that I had stitched a garrara for someone and how I went about cutting the lining for this, and she said, I thought I was an experienced machinist, and when I saw your cutting, how you went and cut the lining of that, I was absolutely amazed. And she said, you know, for future I replicated that. Now generally when I cut the lining, I cut it in one and I drape it inside. I don't normally add the lining on the gathers. I would gather that up separately. I would finish the top separately, and then the bottom, the lining, I would just insert inside of that. So the only thing that we require from this is to make sure that we get the length and the top portion right. So in order to get the top portion right, what we're going to do is we're just going to lie this on top of here, and we're going to lie this on the bottom because we want to make sure we get the length. We're just going to make it just a little bit longer, just to, because we're going to add a trim to this, and that we're going to do a self-turning. We want to make sure that we've got the right length, and then we've got this, and we want to cut, obviously this is going to have gathers at the bottom portion. So what we want is we want to bring that to the end. No. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a slightly wider effect. Now, the only thing that I want this for is just the line length. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Just keep watching. Okay, first of all, we've not got these evened out, so we need to make sure that that's even. That's even. Okay, I've lost the chalk. A yellow chalk here. Right. Okay, so don't forget we've got a little bit of an extension going on here, so you're gonna use that. That's the lining. Now what we're going to do with this is we're going to put the gathers in of this, and we're going to attach this to this. Okay, then once we've attached that to there, we're going to overlay this with this, and this I require that much for, I think that much for the diamond. Yeah, it's just about going to be hopefully enough for the sleeves, the daman and the bottom of here. Now underneath that, on top of the gathers, I'm going to have this, and that also I'm going to attach to this, and then I'm going to attach it. So this is going to have gathers, and it's also going to have a bit of a fall. And then at the bottom of the hemline, I might just go for something like this, just to give it again the really nice heavy fall. Okay, so that is the garrara. It's all going to be down to the sewing next. Inshallah. Get rid of this. Now we're going to go on to cutting the kameez. I bought 3 yards of this lining. I don't think I'm going to use 3 yards. I think I'm just going to use maybe 1.5 or maybe 2. Maybe 1.5. Okay. Now if I do get material left out of this, I was thinking I wanted my other granddaughter to have the same, or maybe I would make Hannah the same and not make Sarah. I was thinking of making it same as my sisters. Okay, so okay, so for Inayah's kameez, we want 26 inches long. So 26. I think I'm just going to make it a little bit longer than 26, maybe 28. And then her shoulders, chest is 24, hips is so 15. Half of 15 is 7.5. Don't want to make it overly wide. Mind you, she's grown and she's okay, her shoulders are 11, so 6 inches. Just gonna go over slightly. Okay, this is the lining. I'm just going to cut the lining and then cut the dress. And now I'm going to cut the lining slightly larger than the dress. And the reason for that is it's got beads on it, and I don't want the beads to irritate her, because she has become, like all children, quite a fussy child now. We get the net. Now this is a leftover net from something that I had designed and made very long time ago. It was in the days when I had the shops, and this was quite an expensive net that I'd bought from Bombay stores, I think. I used to have a very big fascination for stuff like this. Whenever I saw something unusual, I would always buy and that on top, and I am going to put fabrics like this are quite difficult to sew, and often a couple of days ago I did something like this, and the beads went and got trapped underneath the sewing needle. The needle broke, it went and got trapped in the shutter got trapped, and you know what, I had to do a full service of the machine in order to get it working again. Okay, her sleeves are 18 inches, so let's have a look if we can get, we have just about got 18 inches. That's the sleeves. Now I'm not going to line the sleeves, although I will add lace to the front of the sleeves. Now I have got this much of a piece left over, and I think I am going to make, now shall I make my other granddaughter the same? She's only right little, so what I have to work out is if I can make a dress for Hannah exactly the same. Okay, we're going to leave that. I'm going to leave that to a side because I'm going to have to figure out whether I want to make a frock for her, or whether I want to make like a little garrara suit. I think I would like to make like an inayah style, but then you know what, this has got beads and I don't really want this to irritate her, so I'm gonna have to think about that. Right, although you know what, this embroidery and this piece, I simply do not want to throw it away. So anyway, that's I'm just gonna give you a glimpse of what we've done. That's the front of the dress. The top of this dress. How we're going to make this is we are going to add this neckline to this to really beautify this. To the bottom of the daman, we're going to be adding this lace to the bottom of the daman, and at the bottom of this lace, all this has cost me quite a bit because obviously I want it designed and I want it really pretty. So I'm going to add this to the bottom of this lace to go at the bottom of this, and basically just make sure that it's really nice and fitted, and it's going to look absolutely stunning. because this is going to go with my other niece's dress. So they're gonna both have cream, and then my sister's got gold, so I'm gonna match one of my nieces to go with hers, and then the other girls have got gold and maroon, and Halima's got gold and maroon, and I've got gold and maroon. So anyway, that's going to be a combination of a couple of creams, a few gold and other colours. Anyway, I hope to share the full, as we're going through this, I'm going to share part of the tutorial with you and sort of just guide you on what we're doing. Okay, so first thing first, let's work out. What we're gonna do, because this has got embroidery. We need to work out the shape of the neckline. The neckline, I want it is extending towards the back like that. This is gonna have to be hand done. Oh sugar, I've just gone and put all the clothes outside. Well, okay, we're just going to do a small video just to show you what we're going to do with this. This is the neckline, and it's going to be like a turned around neckline. So what I've done is prepared the putty that's going underneath it. This is what that looks like. I've put interfacing and I've cut it in the shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on top of there, and I am going to stitch that all the way around, going around to there as well. But before I do that, I'm going to put a zip at the back and then attach this, and then press that into place and attach the embroidered neckline, which is going to have to be done by hand. So once I've done that, I've done the turning, then I'm going to attach the neck and just outer stitch it by hand and place it into place. And this neckline is going to go around the back of the neck as well, like a little bit like a stand up like this. And inshallah, I'm just going to probably add a little bit of a piece around here just to interlock it, you know, together. And now the neckline it's an adult's neckline, but I'm going to use it on Inayah's dress because it goes nicely with the rest of the laces and so on. So that's going to be the neckline. So before we go on to attaching this, I've done the shoulder seams, just attached the fabrics, and there's lining with this as well. So basically I've done a rough seam around here as well, just attaching the two pieces together, and then just going to place this on top of there, stitch that, notch it, turn it over, probably just do a machine stitch on top of it, or just even press it into place, and then attach that neckline on top of that. Yep.
So welcome back to Jazz Solutions. This is my dress, so
okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview of Inayah's dress that I've just stitched. There is a video to go with it that gives you sort of like guidelines on how to stitch something like this. Now the reason why I'm giving you a preview is, and just turn around, Inayah, is because this is such a gorgeous outfit that I want you to see, and I would want anyone who's not experimented to actually sew something like this, especially for Eid. Honestly, this on just looks absolutely amazing. It actually doesn't, and I just loosen the, you know, your slipper is got the thing stuck in it. Yeah, just loosen it up a bit. Yeah, Okay, so really, you know, the thing, it doesn't exactly do it justice, the camera. In actual fact, it is absolutely amazing. Just walk a little bit, please. So I've used this is a new kind of a lace. It's a little bit expensive, but it's on beads, and then it's got these floral little tassels at the bottom of it. And I've used lace on there. I've used a beady type of a net lace for the actual dress. Just let go of it, Maria. You just do the modeling. You don't need to do anything else. Just do. Okay, so we've made a garrara. She's got these horrible slippers on.
Should I take them off?
No, it's okay.
What is it?
Right, so she's not ready. This
I need my
this
scarf,
outfit.
yeah, and I need my shoes on.
Yeah, we've still got to make the scarf because we couldn't find the exact matching to this suit. Now the length of the kameez, I've just made it to the drop off because I didn't want any of this lace covering. It is for a wedding, and inshallah she's going to be, I'm going to post the pictures on properly, hopefully when
we're at the wedding.
When we're at the wedding. Right, can you just turn around? So this is basically what the outfit looks like. So it's I've used the same type of tassels. I've used this beaded lace at the bottom of the hemline, and it wasn't really all that to making this. I've just used ordinary net dupatta type of net to make the garrara. You don't need to talk. Okay, and then the neck, I've used a separate type of an embroidered neckline. The only terrible thing with these necklines is they tend to make the fabric stick a bit. Okay, so anyway, that's the full beaded neck. And there you are. That's a little bit of a preview of Inayah's suit. And inshallah, you will see the full beauty of this, hopefully, at the wedding. So this is not her Eid suit, but if somebody wants to experiment and make something like this for Eid, then it's
give it away?
Am I going to give it away?
No.
If you don't behave, then I'll give it away. Anyway, no, that's not true. We will not give it away. It's so beautiful.
So nice.
Assalamu alaikum. So I am going to share with you my very special suit that I have stitched for Inayah. It's a garrara suit. It's in a cream color. The top is made from this net, which I've added a neckline that was pre-done neckline, and some laces and some tassels and some beads, and basically just a straight dress with a garrara. Now the garrara is absolutely stunning. It's very simple, it's very plain, but it's this little bit of the lace extras that's really done the job. Okay, and then I've added lace, beaded tassel lace, beautiful pearl droplets at the bottom, and added a fabric which is in a cream and gold shimmer, and basically that's really finished the outfit. And I tell you, this is so simple to make, and it's so classy, so elegant, so pretty. And one of the reasons why I'm sharing this with you is because I would like to see a lot of you replicating this. It's so easy to do, and you can do it from all you need to do is just go out, just get some laces, and basically it's just an added bit of lace, and you can get one of your net old dupattas. If you've got one of these old dresses, you can take that apart and you can re-stitch it up. I mean, now this fabric, it wasn't stitched or anything, but it's a piece that was lying around from the days when I had the shops. So, you know, any little piece, and it's amazing what you can do. So all you need to do is just go and spend. I mean, these are quite costly. This lace is new on the market and it is quite expensive, but it's so pretty. and you know what, it just gives that finishing touch. It's like so florally, and it's now this particular outfit, I mean, I would like to see many of you making it for Eid and so on, for your loved ones, for the little ones. It's an absolutely spectacular design. So there's two that I've made, and really I have stitched these for a wedding in the family, but the reason why the wedding is a couple of days before Eid, and generally I wouldn't share, you know, like how everybody keeps everything private until the day they wear it. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I would like you all to take advantage of this, you know, this video, and you know, stitch something like this yourself. I mean, like this net in cream, it's beautiful net. You can readily buy these. I mean, I remember when I had the shop, and when I was getting rid of the shop, most of these, and I kept some of these because they were so pretty. And I knew, you know, this kind of fabric always comes back in, and so if you've got something stashed away, then it's amazing what you can design out of it. This is so comfortable, so pretty, unlike a lot of the beaded stuff, and it's amazing the kind of stuff that you can do with this. And even the old net dupattas, you know, previously we've made anarkali designs out of them, we've made shararas, we've made garraras, we've all made all sorts, and it's amazing what you can do. Just take the old nets and so on and combine them, and you know, come up with something like this, just with these little bits of added extras. I mean, this suit is just amazingly beautiful. I can't even begin to tell you how pretty this looks. The camera, the light, you know, none of this does justice to the way the fall of this outfit is. Anyway, that's just one of the outfits that I designed. And the second one that I've done is for my other little princess, Sarah, and this is one that is a Maria B design. Okay, so it's one that I've done for my sister, and she's going to be wearing it to her son, to her daughter's wedding, and then I have done my granddaughter's, whatever was left out of that. Now her lehenga is a maroon color, a very rich maroon color, so I wanted to keep a theme of the maroon, because a lot of us are wearing maroons and golds, so I'm going to keep the theme of the maroon, and I've done a gold dress on top of it, and it's an anarkali dress. It was made from the Maria B leftover pieces. Now if Maria B can design these beautiful outfits, then so can we, and I'll tell you, any one of you can do a better job than what the designers come out with, because you will put that love, that extra bit of love into it, which is what I feel I've done. Now if I tell you, this net is going back to the days when I had the shops. I think this design, it came out at Eid in 2004, and believe it or not, I had it stashed away in my lockup, and it was just a piece of fabric. It was from the leftover from the net dupattas that were out in those days. And you know, they make such beautiful, I remember I made Halima a garrara suit out of this. You may have seen even Inayah wearing it in one of the videos, and you know, this was just another piece left over, and then I've just combined it with the gold and the grey, and it looks absolutely amazing. And this is all made from the leftover pieces, the back, the front, and you know what, there isn't enough space, so I'm gonna get Sarah to try this on tomorrow. I'll probably get Inayah, if the weather is any better, I'll probably get Inayah to wear hers as well, and I'll give you a glimpse outside just to show you what these beautiful outfits look like. So absolutely amazing. They are gorgeous, and I'm sure you can do the same, you know, if you put a little bit effort into, just a little bit of time and effort. That's all it requires. So this outfit is the Maria B's wedding collection, I think it was from. I know Maria B's just launched a new collection, and if anybody's interested in any of those, they will be available. The launch is day after tomorrow, and inshallah they will be available probably a week or so before they arrive. So you normally do get a lot of fabric in the Maria B's, and you know, a lot of fabric gets left over, which you can, amazingly enough, do some wonderful stuff with it. I mean, I've even got some more left over, and I could probably do my other granddaughter a little frock out of this as well, but you know what, one of the biggest problems is time limitations. So that is, I think I've got two out of the way. There was a really fancy one that I had with the cream, so we're all sort of like combined matchings. The real cream one, fancy one, was my niece's, and I made inayahs to go with hers. So I think there's like three or four girls that are in creams, then quite a few of them are in golds and maroons, and my sister has got gold and whatever, and I'm going to be sharing mine with you in a while, which I'm hoping to hopefully cut and stitch. So join me for that, and take care.